Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
A genre of art dealing with the depiction of natural scenery. An expanse of scenery that can be seen in a single view. An extensive mental viewpoint. The political landscape looks bleak without a change of administration. Do landscape gardening. My son's landscapes for corporations and earns a good living. Embellish with plants. Let's landscape the yard. Painting depicting an expanse of natural scenery. A genre of art dealing with the depiction of natural scenery. A style of expressing yourself in writing. An expressive style of music. A class of art, or artistic endeavor, having a characteristic form or technique. A kind of literary or artistic work. The painted structures of a stage set that are intended to suggest a particular locale. They worked all night painting the scenery. The appearance of a place. A mental position from which things are viewed. A place from which something can be viewed. A mental position from which things are viewed. We should consider this problem from the viewpoint of the Russians. A mental position from which things are viewed. Teaching history gave him a special point of view toward current events. The spatial property of the position from which something is observed. Put up with something or somebody unpleasant. A support or foundation. An interruption of normal activity. A booth where articles are displayed for sale. A platform where a brass band can play in the open air. Hold one's ground. Maintain a position. Be steadfast or upright. I am standing my ground and won't give in. A support for displaying various articles. A mental position from which things are viewed. Withstand the force of something. Stand the test of time. Put into an upright position. Can you stand the bookshelf up? Be standing. Be upright. We had to stand for the entire performance. A defensive effort. The army made a final stand at the Rhone. A growth of similar plants, usually trees, in a particular area. They cut down a stand of trees. A small table for holding articles of various kinds. A bedside stand. A stop made by a touring musical or theatrical group to give a performance. A one-night stand. Be available for stud services. Be in effect. Be or remain in force. The law stands. Be in some specified state or condition. I stand corrected. Be tall. Have a height of, copula. She stands 6 feet tall. Have or maintain a position or stand on an issue. Where do you stand on the war? Occupy a place or location, also metaphorically. We stand on common ground. Remain inactive or immobile. Standing water. The position where a thing or person stands. Tiered seats consisting of a structure, often made of wood, where people can sit to watch an event, game or parade. A plot of ground where plants are cultivated. A yard or lawn adjoining a house. The flowers or vegetables or fruits or herbs that are cultivated in a garden. The usual or familiar type. It is a common or garden sparrow. Work in the garden. My hobby is gardening. Be beautiful to look at. Flowers adorned the tables everywhere. Make more attractive by adding ornament, color, etc. Furnish with power or authority. Of kings or emperors. Make more beautiful. Be beautiful to look at. Make more attractive by adding ornament, color, etc. Beautify yourself for the special day. Be beautiful to look at. Provide with decoration. Make more attractive by adding ornament, color, etc. Award a mark of honor, such as a medal, too. He was decorated for his services in the military. Add details to. Make more beautiful. Be beautiful to look at. Make more attractive by adding ornament, color, etc. A period of time past the deadline for fulfilling an obligation during which a penalty that would be imposed for being late is waived, especially an extended period granted as a special favor. The payment had originally been due on April 1st, but we had a grace period which expired in June. A short prayer of thanks before a meal. Their youngest son said grace. A sense of propriety and consideration for others. A place where the company of others must be accepted with good grace. Christian theology. The free and unmerited favor or beneficence of God. God's grace is manifested in the salvation of sinners. Be beautiful to look at. Make more attractive by adding ornament, color, etc. Christian theology. A state of sanctification by God. The state of one who is under such divine influence. The conception of grace developed alongside the conception of sin. Elegance and beauty of movement or expression. A beautiful figure which she used in subtle movements of unparalleled grace. A disposition to kindness and compassion. The victor's grace in treating the vanquished. Greek mythology. One of three sisters who were the givers of beauty and charm. A favorite subject for sculptors. Something used to beautify. Make more attractive by adding ornament, color, etc. Be an ornament to. Stars ornamented the Christmas tree. Graphic art consisting of an artistic composition made by applying paints to a surface. A small painting by Picasso. The occupation of a house painter. House painting was the only craft he knew. Creating a picture with paints. He studied painting and sculpture for many years. The act of applying paint to a surface. You can finish the job of painting faster with a roller than with a brush. Graphic art consisting of an artistic composition made by applying paints to a surface. His pictures hang in the Louvre. A visual representation of an object or scene or person or abstraction produced on a surface. They showed us the pictures of their wedding. A situation treated as an observable object. The political picture is favorable. Show in, or as in, a picture. Illustrations used to decorate or explain a text. The dictionary had many pictures. A form of entertainment that enacts a story by sound and a sequence of images giving the illusion of continuous movement. A graphic or vivid verbal description. Too often the narrative was interrupted by long word pictures. A clear and telling mental image. He described his mental picture of his assailant. Imagine, conceive of, see in one's mind. The visible part of a television transmission. They could still receive the sound, but the picture was gone. A representation of a person or scene in the form of a print or transparent slide or in digital format. A typical example of some state or quality. The very picture of a modern general. The cultivation of plants. The cultivation of plants.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.